Now this looks bananas, but we're just going to take it one step at a time. We have one polynomial times another, and just like always, it means every part of this multiplies every part of that. So that means we're going to take this 7x times all these things, this negative y times all these things, this negative 3 times all these things. We're going to keep our unknowns in alphabetical order, and we're going to combine like terms when we're done. So let's just kick this thing off. If I start this, 7x times all this stuff is going to be 7x, this is all mental, times all this stuff. And when I say mental, I mean like mentally what I would do is like I'd be like 7x times this is 21x squared. And I just kind of drop that on my paper, 21x squared. And then I'd be all like 7x times 5y, 7 times 5 is 35. And then we have x and y, so xy, it's positive. So positive 35xy. I would write this blue stuff down on the paper, not the red stuff so much. And then the 7x times this 3 is 21x. And now I know I've dealt with this 7x, so I'll move on to the next part and I'll go ahead and do that. So negative, it's going to look kind of like, not kind of like, mentally what I'll do is I'll be doing negative y times 3x plus 5y plus 3. And why don't you pause the video? I'm not going to explain what I'm doing. I'm just going to do it. I'm taking negative y times each of these parts. Pause it right now. When you start it up again, you'll see me write my answer out without speaking. Oh, one thing I am going to do though, actually. I'm going to like keep my unknowns in alphabetical order. And I'm actually going to line... No, I'm not going to do that. Never mind. I won't do that right now. So negative 3xy, negative y times 5 is negative 5y squared. Negative y times 3 is negative 3y. I did not give myself enough room. And then the last part is take this negative 3 times all this stuff. So that's going to look something like, let me put that over here, negative 3 times all that same stuff will give me a negative 9x minus 15xy minus 9. So now I'm going to scan all of these things, and I'm going to look for like terms, and I'm going to combine like terms. I'm going to do this very systematically. So let me start with the first thing I see, which is a 21x squared. I'll look for any other x squared terms. There aren't any. So I'm going to have a 21x squared as part of my answer. That's taken care of. Then I'll look at this. That's an xy. So what other xy terms are there? Here's an xy term. Here's an xy term. There aren't any other xy terms. I'll combine those. If I combine those, 35 minus 3 is 32. 32 minus 17 is 17 xy. It's positive. Positive 17 with an x and a y. Those are all taken care of. The next thing I see is an x. So you'll notice I put a different symbol under each thing. Are there any other x terms? Here's an x term. Those can be combined. They make a positive. Oh, I'm always bad at subtracting 9s. I always want to subtract 11 by mistake. That makes 12, right? 12x? 12x. Say it with confidence. And then the last, let's see, I got a y over here. Is that a 3y? This is where your penmanship kind of matters. Yeah, that's a negative 3y. And then we have a y squared term. No, he has no friends. And then finally a negative 9. So I've managed to combine all the like terms. My answer is ugly, but that's what it is. What are you going to do? You know, sometimes math is ugly. The concept, though, of 7x times each of these, negative y times each of these, negative 3 times each of these, write more neatly than I did, write more organized than I did, and it'll be a little bit easier for you. In the next example, I'm going to show a little bit more of a way to organize the work so that it's not quite so gross. And you can decide what you like better. You know, I show this other method and kids don't like to use it, so it's up to you. But check it out and we'll see what's up.